Hello folks, happy Monday. Rich's 10 writing tips. Before I do that though, just want to quickly share my book again, Sitting with God, A Journey to Your True Self Through Centering Prayer. Has been out 2 years now. Check it out if you haven't done so. It's available on Amazon and most online booksellers. It's available in paperback and Kindle. Check it out. It has at this point 118 reviews. It has 172 people marked on Goodreads as reading it. Check it out. And if you've already read it, please do a review. If you've just finished it, or even if you finished it a while ago, please take a minute or two just to do a quick review. I would really appreciate it. So thank you so much for your support. Thought I would jump on and talk about Rich's 10 writing tips. And the reason I'm sharing this now is I'm in the midst of writing my second book. And I thought I would share 10 tips that I'm using at the present time. And again, this really is for the first draft. So I'm just dumping the words down at this point. This is really just the first draft. So here are 10 things that I'm currently doing to help me with this process. 1, find a quiet, secluded place to write. Right now we're temporarily living in Ocean City, New Jersey, and the house we're in has 3 floors, so as much as possible I sneak down to the basement floor. There's a table down there, it's by the window, an outside window, and I've been doing a lot of writing there. There's also a room upstairs on the 3rd floor that I can also safely go in and close the door and do some writing. So tip 1 is just find a quiet, secluded place. Tip 2, remove internet and social media distractions. So don't bring your phone with you, don't bring your iPad with you, or if you're using your laptop to write, turn it off, so to speak, from an internet standpoint. Remove these distractions because that's your time to write, not to do anything else. Tip 3, just write. Let it flow. Don't worry. Again, I mentioned this is really the first draft, so just let it flow. Whatever you feel like saying, put it on the page. Tip 4, I work a full-time job during the day, so my writing is done at night, or it's done on weekends, in the morning or so. Target 500 to 1,000 words each time you do this. More if you can, but I try to target at least 500 to 1,000 words each time I write. Tip 5, capture ideas for later use. So wherever I am, if I have an idea and I'm thinking, oh, that needs to go in the book, in my iPad, I have a notepad section, and I capture thoughts there, things that I know will eventually land in this book. So as you think of ideas for books, capture it somewhere and save it, and then refer to it when you're doing the actual writing process. Tip 6, maybe sometimes your writing process is not going to be writing, it's going to be just some research. So you have these thoughts that you want to write about, and you want to you think about, what can I explore? You can research time, where you're simply exploring the internet and exploring and expanding on an idea just to further flesh it out. So research time is part of this process. 7, use a template, and what I mean by that is my first book, Sitting with God, I had the manuscript, and it's in a Word document, and it basically is just a beautiful manuscript that went to the publisher when they said they wanted the full manuscript. So it has the cover page and the dedication and the forwards and the afterwords and the table of contents and the endnotes, all that stuff. I'm actually using that and typing right into it. That way the title of this book will go in there, and the chapters can kind of flow nicely in there, and the spacing is already figured out, and the font and the sizes are already figured out. So use a template and type right into it. Tip 8, do endnotes immediately, and that was a lesson I learned the first book because I didn't know what I was doing. As I'm writing, immediately take the time to do the endnotes. Whether I'm referencing another book or referencing something on the internet, or just want to reference something, there and then, as I'm writing in that writing session, capture the endnote within the Word document. Tip 9, I'll call it a mindset tip. You know, I'm trying to think of this not as drudgery. This is fun. I'm going to have fun with this book. This is not drudgery. I'm sharing something important with the world that I want them to read when the book is published. So I'm not putting any pressure on myself. I'm making this fun. It's a fun time for me to write, to let the words flow. It's not drudgery. It's not work. It's a fun time for me to capture on the words of the page what I think need to be conveyed to the reader. So I'm making it fun, and that's the mindset I'm coming from. So I'm not putting any pressure on myself. And then lastly, the final tip, brainstorm. Whether I'm brainstorming with myself and just sitting down and thinking, what else do I want to put in this book, and putting it in the notepad that I mentioned a little bit earlier on tip, the research time tip, I think is where I stuck it. Or no, the capture ideas for later use, tip 5. So the same idea, brainstorm ideas. There's nothing wrong with spending time just to brainstorm. What else do I want to put in this book? And brainstorm with others, whether it's my wife, my mother-in-law, my mom, friends. Brainstorm with others and share with them the book, and see what they think and what do they think needs to go into this book. So those are all the tips. I hope you found it helpful. And if you're currently writing a book, feel free to share with me, your 10 or 5 or 20 writing tips. Again, I hope you found this helpful. Much love to all of you. Take care.